Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whenever you guys are watching this. This is my presentation regarding fostering a shared understanding and how leaders and stakeholders can be involved in that process, because when it comes to strategic planning, if there is no understanding, shared understanding, then we are not going to get anywhere. Um, so, in our strategy and action book, they discuss the rules for shared understanding, and those involve enough. Those are involving enough of the right people, tolerating dissonance, bring back the big picture, confront the sacred cows, get an unbiased facilitator, and you're never done. So, what do these things mean? So, involving enough of the right people, the stakeholders that you work with are often, um, they're made up of those direct reports, mid-level management. Um, they're those people that you need that will help formulate strategy and also take into action. Um, Tolerating dissonance. Obviously, not everybody is going to, or dissent. Obviously, not everybody's going to get along. Not everybody's going to have the exact same ideas about things, and it's okay. You just have to know that there's something, which goes into number 3, there's a bigger picture at hand than there is when you're just looking at different viewpoints, and that's the rest of it is kind of bringing it back to what is most vital and is most important to our strategic plan, and like what the overarching goal is. And confront the sacred cows, getting an unbiased facilitator, and you're never done. Unbiased facilitator is interesting because a lot of times it's the leader that's done. They have their own opinions, but if you're a moderator, you can't have an opinion so much. And then also you're never done, and that is the thing that I think most people just kind of, I don't want to say skip over when it comes to strategic planning, but they don't really think about the fact that it's secular. It is an ongoing process, and it will remain an ongoing process if you would like to actually see your goals come to fruition. And then in our other text, in strategic planning for public and nonprofit organizations, Bryson discusses the process of reaching an agreement and what all happens in order to get there. So you must initiate the process. That's trying to meet with people, get that buy-in, and that's where you introduce the concept of strategic planning, developing the understanding of what it can mean, and also working with others to determine the important implications or other things you might not have thought about when it comes to actually the practical application. In order for it to be successful, most of us, especially in courses, we can talk about like the theoretical application or in theory, but we all know that in practice, all of our campuses look different. All of our student populations look different. Everybody has different ideas. So that's the importance of getting that buy-in, is also seeing where your blind spots are and seeing where maybe you didn't think about something as critically as you should have, or you didn't see something as in the grand scheme of things, you didn't see something in a different way. You didn't put on a different lens, which is why it's so important to bring in, those people that are truly the right people, the people that are going to help you with that effective change, the boots on the ground, and then developing a commitment to strategic planning. When you are getting individuals to sign up to help with a strategic plan for a goal, you are asking a lot of people. You're asking a lot from these folks who are already full-time, and since they are boots on the ground individuals, most of the time their days are already just completely packed and jammed full of all sorts of crazy things that aren't normally in your job description. And so you need to talk through the commitment process with them in order to build that rapport and ensure that they understand what it is that they're signing up for and what it is that we can do as a collective to get to an agreement that's suitable for everybody, and then just reach the actual agreement. And once that happens, then we can start talking about, okay, well, what are our immediate outcomes? What are our long-term outcomes? What areas do these affect? Who do we need to bring anybody else in? Who else should be involved? All of those questions can be asked once you have like a core basis of individuals that are the right people for the job. And lastly, I'd like to leave off with this quote: collaboration across boundaries does not happen naturally, it must be made to happen. That's kind of the saying of you need to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, because you're right, it doesn't happen naturally. This quote is accurate. I'm dealing with this currently where nobody realizes that they can collaborate with my office, and that's what my entire office is here for. And so I'm reaching out to individuals to be like, hey, did you know we can partner to do, large scale events, such as, I want to do something large for National Coming Out Day this year. So I'm partnering with our LGBTQIA plus organization to do something there. Also, I want to partner with our TRIO program in order to do a National First Generation Day. So collaboration doesn't happen naturally. Once you have kind of built that rapport with people, it will. But if this is something you're first trying to do, then yes, it does not happen naturally.